Hey everyone, it's Tiffany Tee here, and I'm on day 4, and I decided to call this video "Don't Take Anything Personally" because I learned a lot today, and the main thing I'm going to talk about, because I could be here for hours, is to not take things so personal. Because I kind of had to remind myself of that today, and it's a good reminder. So I don't know if you guys have read the book or heard of the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, but it's a really good book, and I read it every every few years, and I'm really glad that I do because it talks about just not taking things personal in general. So, and I love the way that he explains things in his book. He's got a really great way of giving examples and kind of hitting home to where you relate to it. But he gives this example of, so say if I was to see you on the street and I'm like, oh, you're so stupid or something, like that's not about you, that's about me. And if you take it personally and perhaps you believe you're stupid, then maybe you think to yourself also, like, how does she know? Like, is she intuitive or psychic or something? How can everybody see how stupid I am? Personally, because you agree with whatever was said, then as soon as you agree to it, it's like that poison or that lower vibrational energy frequency goes through you, and you're like trapped. And then all of a sudden it makes it real for you. So that makes sense to me, because how I kind of see it is that lower vibration is what causes you to feel trapped, and it's actually called personal importance. And personal importance is really, really selfish. It's basically like taking things personally means it's the maximum expression of selfishness, because you make the assumption that everything is about you or about me, or it's like when I make that assumption that everything's about me, it's pretty selfish, especially in this huge vast world that we live in. So nothing like other people do is because of you at all. And it may hurt at times, or it may hit home, but that's only like because of a reflection of that person. It's never about you. So everybody lives in their own reality. Everybody lives in their own world and has their own perceptions and perceives their reality to be as it is, real to them. So, and that's a completely different world than ours. And this is kind of what really helps me understand people and understand that everyone's different. We're all so intricately and uniquely made up that everyone is different. Everyone has a different opinion. Everyone has a different kind of taste, a different kind of whatever it is. I mean, there's a vast majority of differences. And that's good. That's okay. But don't let it project onto you to where you start feeling bad about it or take it personal. Because actually, when you're taking it personal, that's something to be said about you. So, for example, my situation today, when I took, it wasn't even a comment or anything, it was from a loved one or a person close to me and a family member. I took it personal, and I was like, oh, whoa, okay, what do I need to work on there? There's something inside me that's owning that, or vibrating on that level. And so that's why I love self-awareness, because you're able to take a step back and be like, well, wait, okay, if you think about it logically and think about it from this standpoint, you're only taking it personal because you believe it. So when we take something personal, we make the assumption that they know what is in our world, and they try to impose it. They try to impose their opinion on us. And when situations do seem personal like that and everything, even if it's a direct insult or something, it has nothing to do with you. It really, really doesn't. It's funny because we forget too. I mean, I learned this, how old am I? I learned this about 16 years ago. So, and it's just crazy. I wanted to share that though, because what other people think, do, say, or how they behave, or especially react, it's because they have an agreement in their mind already made up according to how they were raised, what they've been through, how they choose to react to things. And it has nothing to do with you. So their point of view comes from like the programming that they received or the choices they make. I don't know. Like, for example, if someone gives you an opinion and says, "Oh, you look so ugly," don't take it personally, because the truth is that person is dealing with his or her own feelings and opinions about just that. So, and that person's trying to send it to you, maybe unconsciously or subconsciously without even realizing it. And if you take it personal, then you take on that like poison and that lower vibrational energy, that frequency that they're like giving out to you, and it becomes yours. So taking things personally makes you easy prey for people who vibrate at that level. So if your frequency matches theirs, or even worse, if it's lower, then it's easy. You fall prey. It's easy, and with one little opinion, you can feed whatever, or they can feed you whatever poison they want. So you're vulnerable. That's why practicing vibrating at a higher frequency and higher levels, spreading love, compassion, doing good things for people, being good to yourself in general is so important, because if you take it personally, you eat up that garbage. You eat up their personal garbage, and now it becomes yours. So if you don't take it personally, then you vibrate at a higher level and you're immune. So don't get offended. If you do, look at it further and be like, wow, okay, I'm offended. So what's the real picture here? What's the real story? And I know for me, at least at times when I take things personally, I feel offended. My reaction is to defend myself and defend my beliefs and create conflict that's unnecessary. And, it's really easy to make something so huge out of something so small because you feel like you have the need to be right. So, I don't know. Bottom line, I learned a lot today, and I'm super grateful to just be going through this whole experience. And, others, they're going to have their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to that. And it's none of our business. Our business is our business. Like, why should we be focused outward about everybody else's business, especially when we don't have ourselves intact? So, yeah, it's never about you, it's about them. That's my point. Okay. Obviously, if you have any questions, please ask me. I will be more than happy to answer them. And I just want to thank Brian King, because he's amazing. And he really is helping me just stay through the toughness of self-development and the hard work it takes to discover and to learn about yourself and others. So If you want to get more behind the scenes footage on what's going on, you can subscribe at tiffanyteeworld.com. Other than that, I wish you all a happy Saturday, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Thanks and take care.